Hello, this is Pink Olay Crochet coming to you with another crochet project. Today we're going to be doing the Little Mimi. Now all materials for this project will be linked in the description below. For the yarn, I am using Lion brand 24/7 cotton, that's red and aqua. I'm also using sheep cheese, yellow and light yellow. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and we're going to get started. So we're gonna get started on our legs. And we're going to make our slip knot. And we're going to chain 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, and now what we're going to do is we are going to single crochet in each stitch. So go. Okay, so now that you have single crocheted all the way across, you should have 10 stitches. You're going to chain 1, and we are going to put 1 single crochet in the front loops only. So that is these loops right here. So right there. Okay, and now that you have finished round 2, we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn. And now you see you have this nice little small ridge right here. Maybe I can just bring you guys in just a little bit more. Okay, so right here is the ridge, and we want all our ridges to be on the same side. So when you turn and the ridge is facing you, you want to single crochet in the back loops only. And now you can see that here's your ridge and here's your ridge. Now we're just going to do a repeat of that. So we're going to chain 1 and we're going to turn again, and this is the back. So now it's going to be a single crochet in the front, and this would be row 4. And from row 4 to 8, you want to just repeat rows 2 and 3. So I'm going to go ahead and complete that off camera, and then when I get back, I will show you what you need to do next. I have finished rows 4 through 8. We are going to close up with our ridges on the inside. We're going to close it up, and we are going to slip stitch it together. So you're gonna first come to this first little stitch here, and you're gonna go through the first stitch on this side, and you're gonna do one slip stitch, and you want to just slip stitch the whole thing together. Okay, and once you slip stitch up the side, you're gonna slip stitch this part here closed, which is the end. You're gonna slip stitch this closed all the way across. Then we're just going to cut off, and we're gonna finish off, and you're gonna clip off, make it a little bit shorter. Okay, and then what we're going to do is you're gonna turn it inside out. So I'm gonna try to push it in. There we go. And so I have already done one, and I've stuffed it. So now that you've turned it right side in, and all of your ridges are on the right side, you're gonna take a little bit of fiber fill, and we're just gonna stuff that on in there. Not too much, but just enough. There we go. And so now you have your two legs. These are the two legs. There we go. Okay, so now we've finished up our legs. You want to kind of push down this fiber fill just a little so you don't get your hook stuck on it. Now, we're going to start with our yellow. I'm going to start on our body. So we're going to go ahead and make our slip knot. And you can start on any leg and any spot. We're just gonna go ahead and slip stitch to join our yarn. Okay, there it is. And now what we're going to do is we're going to put 10 single crochets into this leg. So 1, and then once you have 10 stitches, you're going to bring your other leg, and it doesn't matter where, you're just going to single crochet right in, and that would be our first stitch. And then you're going to do 10 single crochet And then once you have 10 on the other leg, you're gonna go ahead and you wanna come and slip stitch right there. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay, hold on. And we're gonna slip stitch right there. Okay. And now for the very first row, so before we start our very first row, you should have 10 on each leg. You should have 20 single crochets. And now we're not going to like chain. We're not going to chain or anything. We're just going to go ahead and put 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And we're going to repeat that. 1 single crochet in the next stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the stitch after that. And we're going to repeat it all the way around. Now that I am done, I am going to put a stitch marker right here at the end of round 1. You should have 30 stitches. Now for round 2, it's just a simple single crochet all the way around. So one of these, there's this one in the middle, which is not a chain. You want to skip that. But if you've counted, then you know you should skip that. So 1 single crochet all the way around. Row 2. Now we're going to do row 3, which is going to be 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next. So 1 and 2. So again, it's 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And then we're just going to repeat that all the way to the end. Okay, and now that we have finished round 3, we're going to move on to rounds 4 through 8, which is going to be 1 single crochet in each stitch. Finish rounds 4 through 8. We're going to go ahead and we're going to do round 9. In round 9, we're going to single crochet in the next 18 stitches. and then we're going to decrease. So 18 stitches and then decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, and 18. And then it's a simple decrease. And then you would do that one more time. Okay, and now that we're done with round 9, we're going to move on to round 10. And round 10 is simply just a single crochet in each stitch. Now that we have finished round 10, we're going to go ahead and we're going to go to round 11. And round 11 is we're going to single crochet in the next 17 and then a decrease. So that's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. And then it's a decrease. And then we do it one more time to the end. Okay, and now that we're done with row 11, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do row 12. And row 12 is just one single crochet in each stitch. Round 12, we're going to move on to round 13. And round 13 is one single crochet in the next 16 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Then we do our decrease. And then we're going to repeat that to the end. So okay, and now that we have finished round 13, we're going to move on to round 14. And round 14 is just one single crochet in each stitch. we have finished round 14, we're going to go ahead and do round 15. And round 15 is 1 single crochet in the next 15 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. Then we do our decrease. And now we're just going to repeat that to the end. Okay, so now that we have finished round 15, we're going to move on to round 16. And round 16 is just 1 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, so now that we finished round 16, we're going to move on to round 17. And round 17 is 1 single crochet in the next 14 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, and 14. And then we do a decrease. And then we just repeat this to the end. Okay, so now that we went ahead and finished round 17, we're going to move on to round 18. And round 18 is just 1 single crochet all the way around. And we finished round 18. Now we're going to do round 19. And round 19 is 1 single crochet in the next 13 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. And then our decrease. And then we're just going to repeat that to the end. Okay, and now that we have finished round 19, we're going to do round 20. And round 20 is just 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Okay, so I finished round 20. Now we're going to go ahead and do round 21, which is 1 single crochet in the next 12 stitches and then a decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And then we do a decrease. And I will just repeat that to the end. Okay, and so now that we have finished round 21, we're going to go ahead and do round 22, which is just one single crochet all the way to the end. Round 22. Now we're going to stuff before we continue. So we're just going to take a little bit of stuffing. We're going to stick that on in there, and we want to stuff really good. And what I would like to do is make sure you stuff enough into the legs so it doesn't look really weird. So I'm going to stuff enough in there. And we want to put just enough, but not too much. Go ahead and keep. There we go. Oh, that looks nice. Very, very, very nice. Okay. And you don't want to stuff it all the way to the top, because as you're crocheting or doing your single crochets, you do not want it to get stuck in the stuffing or accidentally grab the stuffing. Okay, so by now you have seen the pattern. When we started to decrease, we started with 18 and we have worked our way down. So for round 23, our next decrease, where I'm only decreasing 2. So we're going to single crochet in the next 11 and then decrease. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then we decrease. And then you continue that to the end. Okay, so I did finish round 23. Now the next round, which is round 24, will just be a single crochet all the way around. And after we do round 24, now you're going to continue your decreasing from round 25 all the way down to round 38. So from round 25 to round 38, you're going to continue your decreasing. And at the end, you should have 10 single crochets at the top. And remember, we're working our way down. We just did single crocheting in 11 and then decreasing. So for round 25, it would be single crochet in the next 10 and then decrease. Then you do a single crochet row. Then you decrease on round 27. It would be single crochet in the next 9 and then decrease. Then there's just a row of single crochet, and so on until you have 10 stitches left. You have 10 single crochets left at the top. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to finish that up off camera, and then when I am done, I will come back and show you what you need to do next. The body, and of course this is what it should look like. And of course I have 10 stitches at the top. Now we're going to put that aside for a minute, and we're going to start on the head. We're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then we're going to join, and then we're going to put 6 single crochet into this ring. So 1, 2, this is 3, 4, and then this is 5 and 6. And then since we are not going to be chaining or anything like that, you might want to go ahead and use a stitch marker like what I am doing right here. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and move on to round 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're going to put 2 single crochets into each stitch. So 1 and 2, and this is 3 and 4, and then we have 5 and 6, and then 7 and 8, and then we have 9 and 10, and then we have 11 and 12. Okay, and now we're going to go ahead and move on to round 2, which is 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then 2 single crochet in the stitch after that. So 1 and 2. And then we have 1, and then 1 and 2, and 1 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 1 and 2, and then 1 and 1 and 2, and then 1, and our last one should end with 2 in it. Okay, then I'm just gonna go ahead and pull up my stitch marker. Now we're gonna go ahead and do round 3, which is 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. So 1 and 2, and then it is 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So let's see, right here. So 1 and 2, and then 1 and 1 and 1 and 2, and then 1 and 1, and then this is 2, 1 and 2, then we have 1, 1 and 1 and 2, and 1 and 1, and then we have 2 here, 1 and 2, then 1 and 1, and then we have 2, 1 and 2. Then I'm going to pull up my stitch marker. Okay. And now we're going to move on to round 4, which would be 1 single crochet in the next 3. 1, 2, and 3, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, 3, then 1 and 2, then 1, 2, 3, then 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, and then 1 and 2, and 1, 2, 3, and then it's 1 and 2, and then 1, 2, and 3, then 1 and 2, and then we're going to go ahead and pull up a stitch marker, and then we're going to go ahead and do round 4, which is just 1, 2, 3, and 4 single crochets, and then 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So that is 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. 1 and 2. Now we're going to go ahead and we're going to do round 6. And round 6 is 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. So that's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 and 2. And again, it's 1 single crochet in the next 5 stitches. That's 3, 4, and 5, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. And then you just continue that pattern all the way to the end. Okay, now that I have finished round 6, we're going to go ahead and we're going to do round 7 to 19. And that will be just 1 single crochet in each stitch. Okay, so now that I have finished round 7 through 19, we're going to go ahead and start on round 20. And round 20 is 1 single crochet decrease, and then you single crochet in the next 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then it's another single crochet decrease. And you're going to continue to repeat that all the way to the end. Okay, I went ahead and I finished round 20. Now we're going to go ahead and do round 21. And it is 1 single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then we single crochet decrease again, and it's a simple repeat. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it's one single crochet decrease, then 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches. And you're going to repeat that all the way to the end. Okay, so now that I have finished round 21, we're going to do round 22. And it is 1 single crochet decrease, and then 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. And then it is just a simple repeat. Okay, I went ahead and I finished round 22. Now I'm going to go ahead and stuff the head at this point. This is a very good time to stuff, and you want to stuff just enough, but not too much. You want it to be firm, but you don't want the stuffing to come poking out of the head. Okay, so there we go. That's nice. And then we're going to go ahead and do round 23, which is 1 single crochet decrease, and then a single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And you're just going to repeat that to the end. Okay, so now that I have finished round 23, we're going to go ahead and do round 24, which is 1 single crochet decrease, and then just 1 single crochet, and then just repeat 1 single crochet decrease, then 1 single crochet, and you want to do this all the way to the end. Okay, and now that we've finished round 24, we're going to do our last round for the head, which is round 25. And it is going to be 1 single crochet decrease, and then a single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then 1 single crochet decrease, and then single crochet in the next 4. 1, 2, 3, and this is 4. And now you want to leave a long tail for sewing. There we go. Now we're going to go ahead and just close that up. Pull out our stitch marker. And now we have our head. Now we're going to go ahead and sit that to the side. Okay, so now we're going to start on the arms. So we're going to start with our red, and we're going to chain 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And we're going to put one single crochet in the next 3 stitches. It's 2, and then this is 3. Then we're gonna put 2 single crochet in the last stitch. So 1, so that's 1, and then this is 2. And then working on the other side, we're gonna put 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches. So 1, 2, and 3. Uh-oh. And then 2 single crochet in the last stitch. So 1 and 2. And now we should have 10 stitches. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to do rows 2 to 14. We're just going to put 1 single crochet in each stitch. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so I'm starting right here. And it's 1 single crochet in each stitch all the way around. Forgot to tell you guys that once you get to the 6th round on your arm, you want to switch and change the colors. So when you get to the 6th round, you want to do like maybe a small slip stitch, and then you want to switch your colors. So we're going to go ahead and clip that off, and I'm going to come back with this. I'm going to start it right here. So I'm just line it up. I'm going to start it right there. Pull this down really tight. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to make it an even change so you don't see the colors in the change I'm going to chain 1 and then go around with my 10. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This is 9. And this right here is 10. And I'm just going to slip stitch down here. Now, as we go back around, you want to skip this stitch here, because this right here is your slip stitch. It is not a stitch, so when you come back around, you're just going to go from here to here, and you're going to skip this entire one. Okay? And then you're going to go ahead and continue to single crochet all the way to round 14. Okay, so now that I have finished my arms, which look like this, we're going to go ahead, we're going to grab our yarn needle here, and we're going to thread our yarn needle. And of course you're going to stuff your arms, and if you can't get down there, just use like a pencil to put the stuffing in. Okay, and so we're just gonna turn it like this. You're gonna put it, okay, so it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, about 10 rows down from the neck. Just like this. And just gonna start here. You're gonna go through there and pull it up. You're just gonna continue to do that. And of course, the same thing you do to this arm, you want to do to the other arm. Okay, and that is pretty much it right there. Now, you just kind of want to do a, right here, maybe a little bit on the side. Go through that same hole. Now, we don't want to pull all the way. Then we want to put our needle through that. And then through the other hole we just made. And then now, and to hide, just want to take it and run it straight through like that. And that is it. And then you just get a really close cut. So there you go, and there is the arm. So now you're gonna go ahead and do that to the other side. I'm gonna do that off camera, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Okay, so I have went ahead and I have finished the arms, and you know, I sewed the arms on, and this is how it is supposed to look. Now, we're going to go ahead and we're gonna start our eyes. So, we're gonna start with black, and we are going to start with our slip knot, and we're going to chain 4 or 3. 1, 2, 3. And then we're going to join. Okay, and then we're going to chain 1, or you know what, let's chain 2, because this is black and black, it's hard to see. And then we're going to put right in the middle of this, we're going to put 5 single crochets. So 1, and this is 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to join it. If you can find it, we're going to join at the top of our chain 2. There we go. And now we're going to chain 2 more, but we're not going to do it with this color. So we're actually going to cut that off, and I'm going to use green. You can use whatever color you want. But now I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to add my green by chaining 2. Oh, if I can get it on there. Okay, there's 1. Dear Lord. It's really tiny and it's hard to see, so it can be a little difficult. I'm just gonna pull it down. There we go. Okay, so now that I have my 2 chains, then I'm going to do 1 single crochet in the first stitch. So 1 single crochet in the first stitch, and then after we do our 1 single crochet, we'll do 2 single crochets in the next stitch. So 1 and 2, and then 1, then 1 and 2, then 1, and then right here is 1 and 2. 2. And then we're going to go ahead and slip stitch to our chain 2. There we go. And there's the first part of our eye. Now we're going to actually cut that and drop that color. Then I'm going to use this lovely aqua. I'm going to go ahead and add by chaining 2. Pull down tight to secure it. Okay, and now this one is going to be 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches. And then there's 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 and 2. And then 1 and 1 single crochet in the next 2 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next stitch. So 1 and 2. And then 1 single crochet and see if I can get all that in there, and 1 single crochet and then 2 single crochet in this stitch. Okay, and then I'm going to come by and we slip stitch. Right here's our chain, just slip stitch right there. There we go. And our very last one is this pretty white. Now you don't have to use all of these colors. You can use as many or as little colors as you want. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull that. I'm gonna chain again. Okay, there we go. Okay, and now this one is 1 single crochet in the next 3 stitches, and then 2 single crochet in the next. So that's 2. And this is 3, then 1 and 2. Then we have 1, 2, and 3. And then there's 2 in this one, so 1 and 2. And then we have 1, 2, and this is 3. And then 1 and 2. And then we just slip stitch. Remember, that is not a stitch. And so, and here is our eye. And we're going to go ahead and just pull off a little bit of yarn for sewing. Go. And so you're just going to take your head and position them